CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values, CMC global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
How are you then, Mr. Langbe? What? Hmm. Can you hear me? You can hear me now, right? Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know what the sound is. So like maybe it's from my side.
And this pathway is different than what we usually use. Right now, I can't see anything else, so I don't know whether we're on YouTube, whether we're on Facebook. I don't know. I don't see anything from my end.
Let me see if we're on Facebook. I can find out. But it said go live
Yeah.
and I will tell you very shortly.
Right.
Hmm.
Usually, it should be right.
Yes, we are live. We are
Yeah,
live.
right where we are live, are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
I can share it to you.
Okay.
I'll share with you.
Yeah. I see we're on your page. We're live. So we are live. That's good.
Henry, are you there? Might later switch to my phone because the volume of this is not my MacBook. It's kind of
Yeah.
irritating. I don't know
You
if you
you
try how
that's true.
what's the
You
sound.
sound far away. Yeah.
I'm sounding far away. Huh. I don't know. Trying to figure out.
Yeah.
When you talking, it's better. Oh, now. Yeah, now.
Yeah. Now you're better. Yeah.
It's, when I'm talking, it's clear, but when someone's talking, it's interfering. I don't know what's going on. But we can manage through
Okay.
this. Just for testing. Kind of rusty. It's been a while. For
Yeah.
those
No.
watching, this is for coming back and testing purpose. So bear with us. Thanks for coming on to watch. Or just tell in the comment section what you notice, especially the sound related.
Yeah.
What do you notice if you can?
Okay. Audience, welcome. Yes. Like Miss Vicky just said, we'd like to welcome you again. As you know, we've been off the air for quite a while. Technical problems. So we're trying to do a test run here. So give us a little bit of feedback on whatever you're observing, the sound quality, whether you can hear us, you know, and tell us, what you think. But it is good to be back with you. So we're trying to test out the links. We're trying to take out the kinks. So bear with us, a little bit of patience. We're trying to um, come back online. As you can see, we don't see our guys in the studio. We don't see Henry. We don't see Ansu. So bear with us.
Um, Let me check with answer while we're on here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good news. So Henry said we are on live on the radio already.
Oh, okay. That's good. So that's good.
So yes, we're officially back. Henry, bring out the G's. Anyway, Mr. Langway, I want to say thank you so much for being the first to come on here. I know you always ready to come on, always ready to discuss. And what we usually do here is just issue, of importance for our country, our citizens, our people. It's nothing really like, we don't attack on here. We come here to discuss issue. And we just don't come on here to discuss issue and just criticize. Usually we come with solution. Every time we come on the show, we are saying what we think, can be better or could be better, steps to take or what can, um minimize, the poverty, level and rate, how sometimes people are treated, how they should be treated, our citizens are treated bad and how they should be treated. So we just don't come on here and be like, oh, the government is doing this or the other people are doing this. We always just come up with solution. We are very strategic in doing it. We always come like with strategies like as to what can we do to make it better, what we think can solve the problem. So this show is not a show that will just bring people down. We usually just come here and discuss very important issues and promote our party, the CMC. It's about the CMC. We just come here to tell people what we are doing and what actually we are saying that when we become, the government of Liberia, what we will do to make things better. We come here and just explore our expectation and what we've been doing or what we intend to do. So this is how the show is about. That's why it's Liberia Insight, even though it's actually CMC related, but it's Liberia Insight. Anybody is invited on here. Just send out the just inbox me or inbox any member from here. We're gonna send you the link. You can come and join here and give a take what you think about this show. So actually, I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is my office. Mr. Smith Toby is not here tonight. So I'm kind of like I'm not trying to eat show either. That's a new slogan. I'm not sure either, all right? I'm just trying, to show in place for Mr. Smith Toby and Henry and Sue and everyone else that's supposed to be on here from Liberia, bringing us some G's and some news and current events. So that's what the show is about. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on. We are back on. We had some very bad technical issues in the past, and then the I said we are about solution and result. Pretty much we have solved it, and then you're gonna see us more. Thank you, Mr. Nangwe. If you have anything to add there.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm used to calling you Vicky, but I gotta call you by your former title. I want to thank you very much yourself.
Yes, for the
You
past
did a lot
2 years.
behind the scenes to get us back on. I have to give you credit for that. And yes, we're new to this. We're not journalists. So yeah, we don't know all the ins and outs, but we do our best. But I have to say, you have gone beyond and above. So I want to thank you very much for that and your commitment to follow what you believe in. You believe in what the CMC is doing, as I am. So we will push. Uh, we'll continue to push, and and drive the movement. And I also want to agree with you. We're not trying to eat you on, Mr. Toby. As you know, we're having all kinds of technical difficulties. He's also having some personal squabbles, but I'm sure he'll be here with us very soon. So I want to join you in welcoming our audience. As you indicated, yes, this is the CMC Corner, but we also discuss national issues, and we give you the CMC perspective, and then we also give you our nationalistic perspective because we're CMC most, but we're Liberians first. So we don't want to come here to talk CMC, but we also discuss issues that are affecting our people, and then we give our perspective on how we think together we can change Liberia. So it's an honor to be able to come here, and share our thoughts on how we think we can better the country. And we want to thank you for joining us. Share the show, spread the word. We're back. We're coming back slowly, but surely we are back. I'm sure we'll get better as we move on. So I want to thank you very much again, Madam Chair. I'm very happy to be here with you. Whatever little we can do to contribute, to moving the CMC. We believe that the CMC is on the right track. We're not always going to have all the answers. We understand that. And we'll make mistakes because, we're humans. But we believe that the course we are charting, we really honestly believe that this is the course that our people deserve. Um, we would say it when we think we are not doing it right. We'll come here and admit it. But we also will praise the government if we think they're doing it right. And we'll also come here and talk about what we think they may not be getting right and make suggestions. So we're not just going to identify the problems. We also try to advance solution. If you notice here at CMC, every time we observe something that we think could be handled differently and better, we will say that, but we always accompany that with a suggestion, a solution, how we think it can be fixed. So this is what we're about. This is the citizen movement for change. We're new on the block, barely 15 months old, but I can tell you this: because of what we're doing, and because of our tireless effort to reach out to our people, uh, we are on everybody's lips. We're not shy about it. We earn it because we're working very hard, and that's what we want to do. We want to introduce ourselves to our people, let them get to know who we are, understand what we're about, and hopefully, what we are doing will be that thing that will gravitate them towards the CMC. And if they do, we encourage them to join us and let's build a movement and change our country.
Thank you so much, Mr. Langwe. That was a very powerful intro to our people of Liberia. Actually, you kind of touch base on everything this show is about and the CMC is about. Yeah, just don't criticize. Sometimes we say it when it's right. We come here, we admit to that, we say it, we applaud people when something goes right, and then at the same time, we say it when something goes wrong, and then come up with a solution or strategies as to how can we make it better. That's what we are about. We are pretty much proactive when it comes to this show. If you decide to be different, you got to be different. So we don't come here just bashing people, you know, government officials or what the government is just criticizing, even if they do something good. Sometimes we come here and say it. So coming here doesn't mean that we are the anti-government people that just come. That's not what the show is about. And the show is open to everybody, like I said. Always just inbox for you're invited to come on here and give your input, give your insight, what you think. It's for everybody. So this is Liberia Insight. Thank you for watching and thanks for joining the show.
Quickly, Madam Chair, while you settle in, before I forget, let me send out birthday greetings to the husband of our global chair, uh, our friend, my best friend Abe, AB Richardson. I just read on Dr. Richardson's page. It's a bittersweet moment for them.
Right.
I believe AB and her dad, I think, may have had the same birthday or so.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something that happened. AB, I forget what it is, but while she was trying to, to memorialize her dad who has departed this world, I think Clarence, that if I'm not mistaken, I think she got news that another cousin who was a favorite, I think, of her dad's, also passed. So I think she's trying to balance out a lot of stuff today. So I wanted to send out sympathies to her as well as birthday greetings to AB. I hope somehow, some way, they'll manage to find a little quiet spot and and celebrate AB. He's a nice guy. He's a very, 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 very funny guy, but he's a nice guy. He looks AB looks serious when you get to know him. He's a very, very entertaining guy, very nice person. So, happy birthday to AB, and also hope Dr. Richardson and the family are doing well, as well as AB.
Thank you so much for doing that for us. Yeah, I kind of saw that today too. Like, it's not easy. First of all, when dad was alive, it was still challenging for her because your husband's birthday and your dad's birthday, falling on the same day, sometimes it
Yeah.
just becomes challenging. I think I have the same case, but mine is my mother and my husband. They have the same birthday, March 15th. So
Oh,
as far as competition coming, the two of them can be on competition. What you doing for my birthday, and the other one, what you doing for my birthday? So, and on the positive side, I would just encourage that I think it happened for a reason, because it just show that no matter what, you have to celebrate that day. Yeah, either way. So that is gone, and then that's his birthday, but then it's still your husband's birthday. So it just to encourage her to keep the faith. I think that kind of happen for a reason, that this day must be celebrated, even if I'm gone. So I would just let to encourage her too and say our sympathy to her. But happy birthday to Mr. Richardson. Oh,
yeah.
all of us advisor. Yeah, senior advisor too. He's really doing good. He's into
Yes.
the CMC, and
Senior
yeah, I
advisor.
see his impacts. So
Yeah.
happy birthday, Mr. Richardson. I hope that is treating you right, giving you everything. If you go on spoon tonight, we'll sue her.
I think she might be, that Richardson, she doesn't know how to rest. But,
I'm gonna protest
you
that.
know,
I'm gonna start a
I think
protest
we'll
on
do
social
that.
anyway.
But let me also help you to welcome on set Mr. Ansu Jala and I'm sorry, Henry Jala and Ansu Salif, the two amigos, who are holding it down for us in LIB, rain or shine. We ain't got no snow in Liberia, so but rain or shine, they are on it. So Ansu and Henry, welcome and thank you for all that you do. I think you're still muted. We can't hear you. Can't hear you, Ansu. Can't hear you. Can you hear me, Vicky?
No,
No, can't hear you guys. Uh, but if you can hear me,
we can't.
I think they're having some technical difficulties.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you guys.
I think
We're
he's
still suffering with we're still suffering with this technical difficulties.
um,
So yeah, but today is a trial run. So audience, bear with us. Like we said, we're trying to work out all of the kinks. Trying to get the show back on the road. So our producers are trying to work their equipment. You know,
and we can promise you that starting tomorrow, it's gonna be better.
yeah.
It's gonna be better.
From now going forward, we think it's only gonna get better. We can't hear you guys.
I don't know what the problem is, but
Yeah, I had a problem like that last week.
check the volume down, check the volume up.
Yeah.
I wonder if people that are listening to the radio are getting them. It's just us. We
I didn't get any reaction from anyone, so okay. So they are indicating to us that we should go ahead. I think they will, but they haven't. They're trying to fix, the problem there. So, Madam Chair, we still have about an hour or so. Um, I think we should, if we're doing the full time, we have an hour, or if we're just doing a trial run to come back on Wednesday. But whatever you want to do, I'm game.
Mr. Lamb, I didn't get the last one.
Okay. No, I'm saying they are telling us that it will take them a while to get themselves fixed, so we should go ahead. So I'm saying today's a trial run. We can either go the usual time. If we are doing that, we have about another 51 minutes to go, or whatever we want to do, whatever we want to, shut it down sooner, and try again on Wednesday. Whatever it is you want us to do, I am all for it.
Yeah. So actually, usually we have our own take and import. We can
Yeah.
go, but then not like you said. Maybe cut it shorter, because a
Okay.
lot of our information sometimes just come from them, and
Yeah.
then it's always good when they stream us.
Yeah.
So I think if that's the case, we can just come, more prepared on Wednesday instead.
Got you. No problem. No problem. So, since we've been away for a while, I know there's a lot we have to catch, we have to catch up on. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, the opposition unity thing. There's a lot of talk about it. I know there's the drug situation going on. The PL has proffered a lot of instruments in the House. We'll talk about those. When we were here, I think there were about six of those, ranging from guidelines to, leave your party and join another party, lawmakers, presidential, candidates debate, credit bureau. There was a lot of instruments he put out. And then he has put out a couple of other things. I think over time we have to talk about those. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the gathering that happened in Grangeville. I believe it was June 22nd. Um, the PL was on today again, and that issue came up. It will continue to come up because um, we're getting closer to 2029. And a lot of people are feeling now that, you know, uh, we should begin to engage. And so there are lots of calls. I got calls over the past 2 weekends. Um, a couple of my buddies from other institutions, they have been pushing not even for collaboration, they want merger. And so, but there is there is I think it's an overwhelming concern
Mm-hmm.
about how the opposition will be able to put up a unified front you know um, against this current government, which um, uh, it is from all intents and purposes is still struggling to deliver on their own promises and to deliver on the expectations of our people. And so the after the meeting in Rangida, we had a meeting with the PL,
Mhm.
and he explained to us, why it was necessary uh, to go to Rangida. Um,
Right.
there were some of us who were of the opinion that um, if the former president who invited them, was not in attendance,
Mhm.
we thought uh, it didn't look good. But then he explained to us, that we had to it had to be more about just the former president, the individual.
Right.
But this was an opportunity for major parties to sit down under one roof and talk. And at that meeting was Mr. Cummings, was Mr. Freeman, Mr. Ability. You know, I'm not sure Mr. Euro was there. But they had lots of conversations. You know, so after the meeting, the, in addition to the remarks that were made by the CNC political leader, he followed that up with uh, a written statement on our understanding, our expectations of what a collaboration should look like. And so, I'll pass it on to you, but let me just take a few minutes. One is, you know, since the war that came into Liberia since 1989, um, at the end of that war, and we went to elections in 1997. I think it has been only former President Charles Taylor who has won any election in Liberia since the war, post-war elections. Who has won on the first round single-handedly? After that, every other candidate um, has had to collaborate with other parties.
Mhm.
So it is part of our Liberian electioneering now, and I think all the parties know that there is no party right now that has that capacity uh, to go and win the first round. So we will have to collaborate. We will need each other. We will have to collaborate. But what the CMC is saying is we have also we have seen some collaboration succeed minimally. We know the collaboration with NPP and the CDC and I think PUP, Tyler Perry's collaboration. They did win, but there were a lot of rumblings within that collaboration. I think some of them even left before the end of the collaboration. UPP was in that collaboration,
Mhm.
and then um, this current collaboration, this you practically don't hear anything else but UP. Nobody else, Liberty Party is in this collaboration. MDR is in this collaboration. So we think that given our history, when we are going into a collaboration, we must set the guidelines, that will lead us into collaboration. It shouldn't just be about gaining power and then that's it. And that's what the CMC believes. If we're gonna go one, it is not sufficient for two, three, four party leaders to sit in a room and say, okay, my man, you're the one, or my sister, you're the one who's gonna lead this collaboration. We think that is not democratic enough. And so we want uh, that decision to derive from the people. The people must, so we have to find a way to uh, draw our decision from the participation of our people. So that's one. Two, we also believe that it is very important for us to write down what is going to guide us into this collaboration. How do we, it can't just be to collaborate for the presidency. We have to collaborate also down the ballot, and then we have to look beyond the election. When we win, how we're going to govern. We have to have guiding principles so that if a CMC person did not win the presidency, but is in the House, in the legislature, they still must uphold the guiding principles that brought us together. So all of those things we think they are very important, and so we're open to collaboration. But we don't think we should be rushed. I heard a political leader this morning, and I agree that we may not even need to collaborate until after the first round because the collaboration usually comes about, much stronger in the second round. So, yeah, let everybody go on their stay on their own 2 feet, stand out for themselves, work the field, put the work in, because you have, and this is no disrespect to anyone, but you have some of these parties that are only in the briefcase. They do nothing, and they come to a collaboration. And not much to bring to show. Some of them are in the government now. I mean, so, but that is how we see the collaboration. We think the idea is good, but we cannot do it the same way it's been done over the past 2 elections and expect anything different. We even have the CPP to show. The CPP is another example of how not to do collaboration. So, well, those are the few things I wanted to, and as time goes by, we'll continue to remind our people of what we are pushing in the field because um, that's one of the reasons why this platform is here, so that those people who we have not been able to reach, in person, we can come here and tell you what it is we're doing in the field, what we are pushing out to our people, the message that we're driving, so that we'll have an opportunity to dialogue with you and we'll open the lines every now and then for you to call in so that we can dialogue. But thank you, Madam Chair, back to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Namwe. And quite honestly, I like how you were really honest about it, about your take on that issue of the visit to on Zwejo, the collaborative meeting. Well, it was an invite, I would say that, for anniversary or something, but then it
Yes,
came out where everybody have to go and talk about collaboration. And in-house, you have been one of those that actually, kind of been doubting it. The good news is you just say that why, but then you listen to the PL, and then you get to understand why he place of actually attending and what was the message he was actually going to give. So that was the same thing with me here. Mr. Langway, you said it right. Nobody goes into a competition by saying I'm going in case, just in case I go second place, just in case this one day I join with you. You don't want to enter into a competition that way. No. So especially when it comes to collaboration, we have 2 years or plus 3 years to elections. I don't think it's necessary for people to start talking about collaboration right now. That's one. Number two, yes, we all can disagree with how the government, how the Liberian people been treated, how things are going wrong, as the government is working. But we can do that by strategizing, like the P have been saying. He's not just saying, "Oh, this is not happening." He's putting this. He's proposing them. He proposing them and he's sending it. He's like, "Oh, what about if we do this? I think we should do this." He proposing them. And then the first time they have collaboration, the PL from the place he coming, when everybody, the thing about us Liberian, we get excited very quickly. So to me, the whole entire speech of the PL over there was, hey, pause, stop, wait, listen, think. He reminded people so much of how collaboration, people have been excited in the past about collaboration, and then nothing happens. They didn't strategize right. They didn't do the work. They didn't put the leadership in structure. It was the leadership was not structure right. he's so much reminded them that, hey, we shouldn't just be excited about collaboration, but what comes with it? What experience we are having in the past? What are the expectations? The expectation need to be clear so that we don't go back to what happened before in the past. So that was his place, and his message clearly said it, and he was very vocal about it. Like, okay, we can collaborate, but who are our leaders? Who are the people that we can put in place? Who are how is the structure going to look like? So we shouldn't just get excited because one government is actually going wrong today and tend to collaborate. But what do we have in it? How we tend to do it this time to make it better? That was the message he gave. That was the reason why, not because he's my PL, his message was my favorite. Because at times we tend to just run, like people can say, coordinate chicken without stopping. So the people in that case, just like pause, stop, think. We've done this in the past. We were excited about it in the past. It went wrong. It went all wrong. What are the expectations? How can we make it better this time? Not only about the collaboration, but how can we make it? At what time? At what point of time? How do we collaborate? So with that, I would say the visit, was necessary. Accepting the invite or honoring the invitation was necessary because there was a message that he took there for opposition, and that message was actually explored. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, we will collaborate, but we have to make sure that we don't fall to the same pitfalls.
Yeah,
The same pitfalls that bedevil previous collaborations. Um, and Liberian collaboration have fought with dissections, and all kinds of infighting. And yeah, there will be, it's politics. I get it, but I think it helps if you have um, laid down, carefully defined guidelines. Not that I don't think they had them in the pre. I don't think they didn't have them in the previous collaboration, but I don't think they were spelled out very clearly. So we are insisting, that we will collaborate, but we can't just collaborate for the sake of winning the match, and that is it. We have to make sure, we draw out a plan that will take us to the national. It is about governance. It's not just about winning. How do we govern? With the CMC, we have our idea of governance. We believe that we should go out to the people and engage them and make impact. We're doing that already. If we're going to collaborate with you, you have to agree that we're going to take on this idea that the CMC has initiated, and your idea. We just think it's not. It's our people deserve a lot more than they're getting, and we intend to do that. So those are some of the things we'll bring to the table when we are collaborating with you. We will draw the commitments, and we'll make sure that we follow through on those things after the elections. You know.
that he said something like the Unity Party is already, already on the way out because he just agreed to the rest of the opposition that I think we have a same goal and we have a same better understanding that the government is not doing a lot. It's not doing what was expected, from the Liberian people. What they told the Liberian people they were doing, they are not doing it. And every one of us I agree. We have come to agreement that they are not working. So they already are. So it shouldn't be the place where we put more attention or pay more attention and say, oh, the United Party is, he was telling them that it's not a rocket science that the government is not governing the people of Liberia the right way. So we shouldn't spend more time on that. What we should be doing now is to start strategizing, is to start putting our pieces together as to how we're going to structure. So when he said that, he was told me that's my understanding was we shouldn't spend more time talking about what the government is. We all already agreed and know that the government, what the government, and know what the government is. So let's spend time on strategizing like he's doing right now. Like you said, in the course, he's passing, he's proposing, those are things we should start working on. The things that these people are not doing right, let's start putting plan in place so that we can make it better. So yes, I agree about the whole entire visit or honoring the invitation. I know the man himself was not there, but the good news is the message went across. He went there
Yeah,
and actually talked to the opposition. What is expected from the opposition?
that's right. Yeah, the former president wasn't there, but yeah, like you said, and maybe it was, in some ways, not bad that he wasn't there. It gave us because he was the host. I am sure if you were there, his message would have predominated. So the fact that he wasn't there, I think it gave us the space to also, get our message heard. So in some ways, I think that was a blessing in disguise. You know, but yeah, the PL this morning I heard him again. I think we think it's a folly. Is it's unscientific. You know, the crowd politics. We saw that leading up to 2023 elections. It's politics. I mean, right now the political leaders, in Liberia now, and they're superstars. Anywhere they go, the crowd will go there. But that we can that to take those crowds and translate them into real numbers. It requires a certain amount of certain amount of due diligence. We're not convinced that all of us in the field know how to do that. You know, um, with all due respect to my CDC friends, they have the receipt to show that bringing out the crowds, you have to be able to to move that dial beyond the crowd politics to actual votes. So again, that cannot be the determining factor for who should lead the collaboration. We have to go to the analytics, and they will tell us, who our people think will, have the capacity to win. And we are painstakingly building our missionary, on the ground because one, we know we're new on the block. Two, we have a number of what shall we say, uh, a number of of I don't want to say handicaps, but we're untraditional, and we understand that our political leader, who will likely be after the convention, who will likely be our presidential candidate, he's a Muslim. We know we never had a Muslim president in Liberia. He's a Medingo man, So we understand all of this, and so we are doing, we are working every day to show to our people that we're not different. We're the same. Um, I just my parents were Grebo people. Are Grebo people. I didn't choose to be born from the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that I love Liberia less than anybody else. So the fact that my people were Assembly of God people, and I decided to choose the Catholic Church, that doesn't make me any different a Liberian than any of us. So we have to continue to uh, explain that to our people and sell that message, and we're doing that, and we'll continue to do that. So because of that, we are naturally, it gives us an opportunity, really, the extra push to get out there, because we know we're starting from below sea level, so to speak. So we have to work extra hard. So we already have that built into our system. And so we have an idea of how to canvas the field, and we'll bring that to bear. So we're not just going to, come to the table and just talk about crowds that we know we can pull to. I mean, We know when we appear, our people show up, but we have an idea or two how to get our people signed up to vote. That is very important. Voter registration. How to get our people out to vote on elections day. Get out the vote. That is crucial. How to protect the vote on elections day, the poll watchers. I work with the CPP in the last election. We struggled. Our current political leader was the chair of the CPP, and he would tell you we struggle with that. So those are just a few of the things that we spend a lot of time on thinking about how to, address those, because they will come about again. They have come about every election cycle. So we think we have figured out how to address those. So those are the things we'll bring to the table, and those are some of the things that will determine who should lead a coalition. If you cannot answer those things, you can't just come and tell me, I can put 5,000 people out. Yeah, anybody can do that. I mean, with all due respect, Prophet Key can do that. Yege can do that. So yeah, and that was done prior to 2023, and look where we are. So we're not just going to come out and sit under the tent and say, you know what, yeah, because you can lock the city down and all of that. There are several reasons why people come out to see politicians, but we all know that those same people don't necessarily always cross over to the polling booth. We have to find a way to get them there. CMC has a plan to do that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Langwell, for the issue about again, let me say this. Let me say what was my doubt and what I think the CMC should do, the CDC should do, different next time. I feel that it was their anniversary and then they invited oppositions. I feel that it was supposed to be a separate occasion, because it is your anniversary. You are inviting other opposition, but then you will mostly talk about your party. You mostly talk about how you want to come back to power, and what you think you can do different, or all these things. And then bear in mind you have other oppositions that have different take or different output on different inputs. I mean, on how the thing or government should, the party should perform, or Liberia should be. So now they're being there, and then you spending time talking about your party and what you would do better and what you intend to do. It is your anniversary. At the same time, they have other opposition. Just talking about a little bit of collaboration, just a little bit of collaboration. I feel like it was not fair. I feel that it should have been a different, occasion where they will invite other opposition to come and actually sit and have a talk as to how best they can, strategize, and if they want to come together, if they want to start another collaboration. I feel that way. But join those two events, I feel like it was two different events that they joined together, and it kind of just made it hard for other people how they were thinking about it. That, oh, so it's like people are collaborating with the CDC. And to be quite honest with you, I know there's a saying that says opposition stick together, but there are some of us that still don't agree with the CDC. I can say yet I can say here right now on this live. There are some of us that don't still agree with the CDC, when they were in power, how, things were structured. We still don't agree with them. So yeah, opposition can stick together. Now they are opposition, but there are some things. So that's why they push for that debate. That push for that debate. If that thing actually happened, I would be really happy. Because now national politics and from opposition, other opposition, and everybody, it needs to be discussed where people will come out. You say your part and what you think you can do or what you have done, and the other person come and say the part, in the Liberian people listen, and the Liberian people themselves, choose or make some decision while listening to every one of you, your platform, what you got on your platform, or how you intend to govern. I think the push for the debate will be that's one of my favorite things that the PL is pushing for that I look forward to, because we are opposition, but we have disagreement. Quite honestly, we all have disagreement. We all have our own, strategic plans to how to work things out. So we cannot just bury it, and just because opposition have to stick together and just no. We had disagreement in the past, and I don't think anything has changed. So especially we see CMC, we are saying that the CDC feel us, the United Party is feeling us. We are the best. So to be quite honest with you, just coming together like that and be like, oh yeah, for me, I that's just me about it. I still don't agree with the CDC. Yes, opposition should stick together, but they have way different platform, different profile with that of the CMC. So I think coming with a debate, national, discussing national politics, where all opposition will actually come and give the take, the other person come and give the take, then we the Liberian people will actually listen and see who is actually doing the best, or who we think who idea is the best, or who we should go with. That would be very fair enough than to just sit there and be like, oh, opposition stick together, opposition stick together. Right now, at this time, if anybody watching at this time, I think the CMC is the one that have never failed you yet, that is doing everything in her weak way to show you that it will never fail you, because they are already started doing what is expected of a government on their own expense, not Liberian people money. So I think the CMC right now is the best to actually give it a try, because they're already doing what is expected of the government. Everything they're saying is legit. They're doing development. They believe in development. They know how to minimize poverty in Liberia. They are already started with that. They got programs for for women, for the women wing, for youth and everything that will take them from the street, and learn something. Vocational school is coming up, opening sports. They're promoting everybody, all the demographic you think of. They are touching them one by one. They're touching their lives one by one. So I see right now it's a CMC. If collaboration, yes, we can collaborate, in time to come. But right now, I think it's a CMC. Liberian people, please pay attention to the CMC and see what they're doing. And thank me later.
No
Thank you.
doubt, absolutely. Thank her later. You said, Andrew and Henry, if you're in the back, I don't know if you have something to say, whether you can talk now. If you can, come on, let's hear you. Also, if you want to take one or two calls, get our audience to also be a part of the discussion.
Let me
You
see
know,
how to add them
you
on
guys,
the video.
if you guys can hear him. But yeah, you're right, Madam Chair. And that's the argument we'll be making. We're not going to be shy about it, because we have the receipt to show. We have the proof. We will show to our colleagues, what we're doing, how we intend, to cut our path to the executive mansion, to let them show us, if they show us, and we go to our people and our people believe it should be somebody else. I mean, we will support, if the people say, no, not you guys this time, we think it should be somebody else, we will support that person, you know. But, we think it's not sufficient, to just continue to point to the crowds out in the streets, everybody draws a crowd, let's be honest, but that is not sufficient. That is not sufficient. Um, there are things that you have to do to,
Um,
to convert
what is
those
going on?
into numbers, and that is what we intend, to show to our people how we intend to do
Now my own name is language too.
it. Yeah. Are they okay? I don't even know if we're on any other platform. I only got the program from your page, Madam Chair, and I put it up. But when I don't know, we're not getting any feedback from anybody, so I don't know if we're on any other platform. I can't tell from my end.
What happened, Mr. Language?
Yeah, I was wondering whether we're on any other platform. I don't know. I can't tell. And they said they can't come on or take calls. The cable wire, they're having these
Okay, now.
technical problems are still persisting. So Henry and Ansu are still having issues in the back. So, Madam Chair, I think we should call it the day here
I think Henry
and try again on Wednesday. Hopefully, it will get
because
better.
they're not looking. Get so you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You were breaking up a little bit, but I can hear you.
This time around, I think it's coming from our streamer. So I'm just going to play the outro. I guess everybody's giving up here.
Yeah,
Miss Samway,
yeah. Thank you,
Mr.
Madam Chair. Let's try.
Samway, can you
Let's
hear
try
me?
again. I can hear you. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
All right.
So
Let's see. Can you hear me?
you're breaking up. I think we should hang it up. They say there's dead air on the radio. So people are on the radio. I think they're not hearing us. So I think we should. Can you hear me, Madam Chair?
Everything seems to be froze. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Are we cutting off? I think you're frozen. I think we should cut it off. Oh, yeah. So I think we should try again on Wednesday. I think they are having problem back there too.
Yeah, it kind of froze now. Like
Oh,
nothing seems to be working. I tried to put it outro,
okay.
but nothing working on my screen.
Okay. All right. So I'm getting off.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you too. Mhm.
It kind of, huh? Yeah, but we can't frozen there. I'm
already.
why is not even any two? This is crazy. All right.